I covered the TeamKill media situation the past few days because it was so ridiculous how it got started. I followed up talking about how Atreus had a copyright strike against his channel, not a claim, but a strike. For those of you that are not content creators and don't understand the difference, a claim is just taking it down or sharing the revenue or whatever. It doesn't do anything to your channel. A strike is like a permanent, like for what is it, 3 months or 6 months? It stays on your record. And if you get 2 more strikes at any time during that period, it starts over. And then the third strike, your channel is taken down. Like a no questions asked, no way to get it back type thing. So a strike is very serious. And I covered this the other day, but I want to start with this because it's actually gotten worse. Atreus, so I'm about to lay down for the night where I just happened to get an email from Team YouTube saying that the clowns over at TeamKill Media copyright claimed my video and got it taken down. Lamau, let's see how far you're willing to take this because I intend to fight it. And this is a copyright strike for their game Code Violet from TeamKill Media for his video where he's talking over showing a trailer of the game that is widely available on YouTube that a lot of people showcased and talked about. And they just decided to give him a copyright strike because arbitrarily they didn't like what he had to say. Sure seems like that's what they did. And that's not what the copyright system is for. You can't just randomly just pick people because you don't like what they're saying. Jay Viper followed up. TeamKill Media has flagged me for copyright. So now on top of Atreus, we have Jay Viper getting a copyright strike. There is 0 copyright in this video. 0. Literally none. This is another outrageous overreach by this company after they already went after Atreus. Team YouTube, review this immediately. These people are breaking terms of service with these false flags. And this is the visibility. The video is scheduled for removal. What happened? Your video is scheduled to be removed in 6 days, and your channel will get a copyright strike due to a removal request from the claimant. If you delete your video before then, your channel won't get a copyright strike, which is basically like putting a gun to the head and being like, delete the video, bro, or else we're going to strike your channel. You can't do that. Like that's, again, it doesn't work. It always reflects poorly against the developers that try to go this direction. Infamously, it was Naughty Dog with Last of Us 2, with Geeks and Gamers, that had their channel flagged and 3 strikes all at the same time, took their channel down. And it took the entire community to come together to get YouTube to actually pay attention and put it back up. It was not a good scene, and people were still to this day very upset about it. Now we have TeamKill Media doing the same exact thing. But the problem with this is there was no videos that he played during it. It was just strictly him talking about the situation. You can't copyright claim someone talking about a situation. That's not what the copyright system is for. And then I saw this from Words of Paradise. So within 12 hours of copyright striking Atreus's video falsely, TeamKill Media now strikes a members-only live stream, meaning odds are they don't even know what's inside. Care to explain why you're allowing this, Team YouTube? Blatant abuse of your system. So I saw those coming through, and I was like, this is getting sketch, like with how TeamKill Media is constantly flagging everyone, taking their videos down. Because those notifications were coming through, and I talked about this previously, how I got phished and lost access to my X account. That's because I got this notification after I saw those 2 things happen. And I was just like, oh man, they're coming after me now. This was the email that I got this morning, which turned out to be, for full disclosure, as far as I understand, nothing to do with TeamKill Media and the studio behind the game Code Violet. But because they were going at other people, I was automatically thinking they're coming at me too, because that's typically what these developers do when they spurg out and start attacking people. So I got this phishing email saying content dispute filed. Hi, Smash JT. We've received a report regarding the content shown below. After an initial review, it appears that it may not comply with our platform guidelines. The report mentions that this post might include copyrighted or otherwise restricted material. And after I saw this being posted from Atreus and this being posted from Jay Viper, I was like, well, they came at me too for my X post. So I proceeded to go in and enter all my information like an idiot and give it all to the hacker, and the person that was phishing me got all the info and took my account from me. So while it's not TeamKill Media's fault, if they weren't going after these creators, this would not have happened. And I think the person phishing knew that. They were pouncing at the perfect opportunity to prey upon the emotions of what was happening at the time to make me think that I was a person that was being sought after by them as well. So I'm not the biggest fan of this TeamKill Media because of their actions and what the ripple effects have caused for me, even if it has nothing to do with them in my case. TeamKill Media on X, playing the victim. 2 to 3 individuals are creating false conspiracies about us. That has nothing to do with the opinion of a video game. Going to these lengths to fabricate lies based on out-of-date information, which can clearly be discovered in about 5 seconds of research, is a step too far. Nowhere in these videos that I witnessed did Atreus or Jay Viper say anything factually that these people were tax evading or anything like that. All they said is, it doesn't look good. And allegedly, if this is to be believed, there's a problem here. And then when Sevi asked them a question about it, instead of answering it truthfully and saying, no, we work out of a different state, they blocked her. So of course they're going to have a lot of questions coming out of that, like, this is a very sus situation. So instead of communicating to people properly like any normal developer, TeamKill Media jumps straight to striking people for talking about it. Pouty says, you claimed a video that was members only. I don't think you're a member. So how could you know what was in it? Jay Viper, there is zero copyright in the videos you are flagging. Zero. You are abusing the copyright system. Not to mention that we are merely discussing the taxes situation and not accusing you of wrongdoing. Stop spurging out and abusing the YouTube copyright system because you can't deal. And this is Jay Viper again. Since TeamKill Media is falsely flagging people's videos and now flagged mine, I'm uploading it to X here. Skip to this portion. TeamKill Media losers. I'm not going to play it here because I don't want to deal with they're probably going to still try to strike me, but I'm not going to play his video here. They flagged a members only video. They either didn't watch it and flagged it or became members to falsely flag. Losers. And then we got Words of Paradise quote tweeting TeamKill. Wrong. People are discussing their thoughts on publicly available information. When asked about that information, you chose to block and attempt to hide it rather than provide this info correcting it, which should be simple if you claim it would only take 5 seconds of researching. As for whether the information is right or wrong is irrelevant because no infringement on your copyright is being done when the discussions are being had. Even if the information is wrong, you are blatantly abusing the copyright system in a way that itself is against the terms of service of YouTube. Have fun experiencing the FO part of FAFO. That's where you're currently headed, which is a banger post by Words of Paradise. And I keep going back to my personal frustrations, which, again, to be fully transparent and as clear as crystal possible right now, TeamKill Media has nothing to do with this. But because of their actions against other creators, I assumed that it was them coming at me as well, which I would argue anyone who is paying attention to what's happening would think that. It's the only logical thing. So I was ready to just be like, okay, I'm going to fight this too, just like everyone else is. And we're going to push back. And I don't know. I'll make a video talking about how they came after me too. That was like my mindset when I was going through filling out the information. But instead, it turned out to be a phishing expedition that got all my information, and now I'm locked out of Smash JT on X currently. I'm hopeful to get access back to that, but I haven't heard anything from them as far as me requesting information. So right now, I'm at a loss of what I'm supposed to do. And I keep going back to none of this would have happened if these devs just didn't spurg out. So I have an axe to grind with them currently because of that, even though they have nothing to do with this in particular, because of their actions spurging out incorrectly. And yeah, exactly. Stirring and pissing in the piss pot. It turns into a situation where now it's just a shit show. It's a complete mess. All of this could have been avoided if they just weren't being idiots online. But unfortunately, they were, and now we're all dealing with the fallout of it. And now my X account is compromised. My personal information, my driver's license was sent to someone else because I assumed incorrectly that this was going to resolve the situation with X, and it went to somebody else. So thanks, TeamKill Media. Dicks. TeamKill Media on X with the happy faces. Yeah, I'm buying this game anyways. I don't care what nobody says, and I don't care how many hate this game got. Oh, man, can't even speak English. Gotcha. Cool. Have fun with it, bro. Have fun. Team is currently copyright striking any bad reviews. Should tell everyone exactly what they need to know. TeamKill with this, what I said earlier. And then Self-Lores, falsely copywriting videos on YouTube is a felony. Yes, making false copyright claims is illegal in many places, including the U.S. Under laws like the DMCA, which allows for monetary damages, false claims are illegal, and consequences, monetary damages, victims can sue for costs and attorney fees. I mean, that's assuming TeamKill Media has any money to begin with, and will pay out anything if it even gets that far. And I almost feel like they know that themselves. But yeah, we'll see.